Hello. As you are already aware, I am Kairo, the royal heir to the throne. It's certainly interesting to see you out of your swordsmith uniform, much less having our first official conversation. I'm glad my parents didn't plan an extravagant wedding, especially considering the situation. It was a bit unexpected, but I say we should make the most of the arrangement. Oh, we don't have to go back to our usual lives immediately after we wed, but such practical proposal makes sense coming from you. It's true that this is a business deal. It's been years of collaboration between our families, so it only makes sense that they'd turn to this to solidify loyalty to one another. At least this isn't a strictly arranged marriage, just more of a pressure from business benefits one. We can always back out, you know. Alright then. We can at least remain as friendly partners, can't we? But honestly, do you really just want to part ways right after the paper signage? Me? Flirtatious? I see my reputation precedes me. I'm usually described as charismatic. After all, one needs to handle conversations and exchanges in a certain way. But I truly believe a companionship beyond business can do us both some good. I think we have a lot more in common than you'd think. Hmm, if you insist. We'll remain professional then. Does that work? Alright. Well, we should head to the meeting room and sign the agreement. They're already waiting for us. And there we have it. We're officially married. So soon? Well, if that's what you'd like. I hope our schedules align soon. Hello, it's Kairo here. May I come in? Thank you. It's only been a few days, and I hope I didn't come at a bad time. I. Were you about to go somewhere? I heard you'd spent nearly all day in your workplace in general. Were you gonna take a break? No? Well, now I'm very intrigued. You do realize how mysterious this sounds, right? We've just wed. Where could you possibly be sneaking off to? Well, I guess that makes two of us. I wanted to see you too. Did you have something you wanted to discuss, or... There's no need to apologize. Our first interaction was understandable. I don't think you were that cold. I wanted to see you because, well, I wanted to see you, to get to know you. I understand you wanted our relationship to be professional, but... Oh, I'd love to see what you're working on. Is this sword a new design? I'm assuming you're putting extra care into this since it's on your desk. It's so detailed. From the hilt to the blade and point. Your family's work is always so amazing. It only makes sense why my family favors it, and why your company is the most renowned in the land. How do you always manage to find the right balance of practicality and beauty? That is truly amazing. You must have tons of experience both creating and wielding a weapon. What's your weapon of choice? A bow? A long sword? Rapier, perhaps? It's so admirable how you're able to create such a broad range. What? Really? I assume that since you are so independent and confident in your abilities, you must be a strong warrior. But you mean to say you don't actually use your weapons? How come? That's understandable, being more interested in the art. I bet you still got great skill in battle. I have to say, knowing this makes you even more endearing. I'm glad I stopped by, or else I would have missed out on a moment as lovely as this. Me? Flirting? Heavens forbid. All I did was offer you a compliment. I'm just trying to be a friendly and supportive partner. Be prepared for many more compliments, my dear. We're bound for life, after all. Can you tell me a bit about the sword on your desk? It's just so beautiful. It's hard to find any other way to describe it. Can I get a better look? Thank you. These engravings, they're so elegant and mesmerizing. I can't imagine how much time and patience you put into this design, and it seems just as steady and reliable as all the others you've created. No wonder your parents passed the company to you at such a young age. You've definitely got the skill. You're so intimidating, but you're a total softie, aren't you? I mean, you've taken over the company not only because you were deemed worthy enough, but because you wanted your parents to retire. How could I not know about that? I've got to do my research about my lovely partner, after all. There's no need to be shy about it. You're obviously very caring and passionate. And now that I know you're not a fan of engaging in combat, you're an even bigger softie. You're adorable, you know? Is there something else on your mind? What? I can't accept this. You put so much care into this sword. You... really? I was wondering why it seemed so familiar to the other swords I've wielded. Did you take the time to figure out which swords I liked the most, and then somehow merge them into a single design? Just for me? Did you feel that bad about being cold to me? Okay. You really are too cute. I'll take good care of it. How would you like for me to handle this? Having it on display, or wielding it? I'll do just that then. A balance of both. I'll be honest. This is the most unique and thoughtful gift I've ever received. Thank you. I know we've got heavily conflicting schedules, but I was hoping we can see each other again. It sounds perfect. I'll be available at that time as well. I can meet you at your place and we can head somewhere I know together. Just keep in mind that we will be doing a bit of walking in the forest. I'll see you in a few days then. Don't overwork yourself. Why, hello. It's lovely to see you again. Are you ready? Am I? My apologies. I can't help but stare when you're in such casual clothing. I'm so used to seeing you so uptight. You look great, by the way. Let's go then, shall we? It seems so cozy living out here. I'm sure you can pop in and out of the forest whenever you'd like. Do you? I'm glad we're both nature lovers then. I spend a good amount of my time tending to the palace gardens, but sometimes I like to sneak off to the forest nearby as well. Just don't tell anyone. You know, I hardly ever saw you before we got married. I mean, I always heard that you're super hardworking and regularly advise and check up on your workers during their shifts. You spend most of your time working. I see. Then I've got to pop in some visits every now and then just to make sure that you're taking enough breaks. It is now one of my duties to take care of you now that we're married after all. As for me, I'm always busy, and even when I do fun activities like training or attending parties, they're still very draining. I'll let you in on a little secret. After I'm done for the day and washed up and such, I literally have to lay in bed for sometimes hours before I can do anything else. Even just read a book before bed. The spot I mentioned is a little ways further. And here we are. I hope you'd like the dishes I've spread out. I made them myself. I might have gone a little overboard, but I wanted to make this special. Really, if you've been here a lot too, how have we never run into each other? Huh? Then why didn't you say hello? Don't tell me you were just being considerate by leaving me to relax here. Or were you just too shy? Or even that you enjoy stalking me from afar? You mean a mixture of all three? You really are something. Come on, let's have a seat. May I ask you why you work so hard all of the time? Of course, I fully support you for being so ambitious, but I'm wondering if there's more to it. That's understandable. With that much pressure on you, I don't think you can escape that feeling of needing to prove yourself. If people overlook others in general, then they're just asses, so don't let that get you down. Besides, you are already remarkable at what you do. I guess it's only fair that you're curious. What could I be hiding under a mask while being such a charismatic future leader of the kingdom? Would you like to lie down? Honestly, I'm exhausted. All of the time. Being tired isn't a mood or feeling to me anymore. It's a personality trait. I am tired. Every second of the day. Burnout is inevitable. I've hit it numerous times. Sometimes I get paranoid that it'll strike me next. But I can't just let it take over me. I've got a million other things to do. I might as well use one of them to distract me until my burnout for the others passes. You're really sweet. You're just as admirable and strong. I really appreciate you saying all of that, though. I guess we both have to make sure we take breaks. I wouldn't mind if you came around and snatched me from work every now and then. I think I was right. We are similar after all. Complicated. But know this. I see you, all of you, for who you are, and I'll always be here for you. And I am so glad we can talk to each other so openly like this. I wish we could have properly met sooner and become good friends then. But either way, I'm glad we get the chance now. I'm glad you feel the same. I really look forward to getting to know you more. I feel excited, even. I don't think I felt this way about anyone before. Aw, is that too forward? I didn't mean to make you flustered, but that blush does look good on you. I wonder what other sides of you I'll get to see. Alright, I'll take it easy on you. We have all the time in the world, and you're stuck with me for the rest of our lives. Can I ask one last question? Well, I'm wondering, is there another reason besides business benefits that you agreed to marry me? And as for me, I feel like I've been admiring you from afar ever since our families began collaborating with each other years ago. Whether I saw you being completely unamused at the royal parties my family has invited yours to, or when I'd watch you from the sidelines during my training sessions alongside our knights. How you'd take notes on how to improve your already perfect designs. I'd always be drawn to wanting to talk to you. Not of everyone, only you've ever made me so nervous to approach. So, when I was offered the opportunity to be with you, I couldn't decline. I knew I'd regret it until the end of time if I didn't try. So, what about you? Really? No. So then you found my flirtatious demeanor intriguing? Am I hearing that right? Then, were you being so cold because you were nervous? How cute. But I completely understand. We're from separate worlds after all, and this was the perfect reason to finally connect. How in the heck did it take so long if we've both been feeling the same way? Okay, one more question, and I promise it'll be the last one for sure. Well, after opening up like this to one another and now knowing how we've been interested in each other for some time, do you think we could ever be something more than friends? I will take no offense if not, but I can't help but wonder. Then I'll make the most out of this chance. And perhaps I can be more bold. If you can take it, that is. I see that curious look on your face. Are you growing more charmed by my flirting by the second? Alright then. I'll say what's on my mind. Can we kiss? I've wanted to for so long. I could get used to this bold side of yours. I'm glad to see all of you. Then, let's take it slow. we aren't obligated to inform our families about how our relationship is progressing. Like I've said, we've got the rest of our lives together, after all. Hello everyone, it's Prince Kairo, and thank you for listening to another one of my audios. A very special thank you to all of my patrons who help fund these projects and make it all possible, especially since I've been demonetized on YouTube for quite some time now. And even more special thanks goes to my precious pets over there. Nightmare, Brittany Shorter, Ghost, Michelle, Nikki Pele, Robo Bunny, T Briscoe, and Unknown Goth. Thank you all so much for all of your support, it truly means the world to me. And if you're looking to get audios early and perhaps maybe even get some not safe for work things down the line, or maybe things that I've posted previously, consider subscribing to my Patreon. There will be a link to it in the pinned comment below. Thank you all so much for listening. I've been Prince Kairo, and remember that your prince loves you all. Mwah.